Hey, this is Jamie from Capsule Computers, and today we are reviewing Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden. This title from the Bearded Ladies and Funcom is available now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows. At the time of the recording of this video, the game costs $34.99 US. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden is a video game based on the Swedish tabletop role-playing series Mutant. The new game mixes turn-based strategy with real-time stealth and exploration gameplay. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden follows the story of Borman and Dux, two mutant stalkers on an epic adventure to save their home from a death cult. Borman, an anthropomorphized boar, and Dux, his mutant duck companion, are stalkers on the Ark, one of the last bastions of humanity in post-apocalyptic Sweden. As mutants, Borman and Dux are one of the few citizens of the Ark that can survive exploring the irradiated wastelands that surrounds the Ark and are tasked to salvage much-needed supplies to keep the community running. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden pays tribute to its tabletop heritage by having a solid story. The plot is simple yet engaging. The writers really shine when it comes to building a believable post-apocalyptic world where the survivors are piecing together our modern lives like archaeologists of the future. The conversations between characters as they observe and debate their surroundings are some of the best writing in the game. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden seeks to replicate the tabletop RPG experience by offering a mix of turn-based combat and real-time exploration with some stealth elements. Exploration provides invaluable currency and equipment, but can be a bit of a drag due to the slow movement speeds. I think bumping up the speed by 10 to 20% while the flashlight is on would have been a huge help. The game's stealth mechanics are basic and at times frustrating. Stealth is necessary in the game as nearby enemies swarm towards gunfire, and there are often too many enemies to handle all at once. Each enemy has a hearing range and a circle representing their line of sight. The game does not take actual line of sight in consideration. If a player is standing near a wall that should block line of sight but is within the circle, the enemy will detect the player. Therefore, the game's built-in hiding mechanic is the only thing that works reliably. Repositioning hidden characters can be impossible at times, as standing too close to the edge of an enemy's detection range will cause the ring to slowly expand. For all the stealth system's quirks, slowly setting up an ambush and taking out enemies who dare wander away from the pack is incredibly satisfying. The combat is turn-based and will be instantly familiar to XCOM fans. Good strategy is heavily emphasized in the game, starting from planning the ambush to the actual combat itself, as players need to position characters behind cover, consider enemy locations, prioritize high-risk enemies, and use skills and equipment carefully. I like gunfire drawing nearby enemies into combat, but I would have liked to see a clear area of effect where enemies can no longer hear gunfire. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden is a punishing game. There are 3 difficulty levels that change how often player skills can be used, how much damage is taken, and how much health is recovered between fights. The difficulty is toughest in the early game when players lack the skills to crowd control enemies or recover health by consuming enemies. Even at the lowest difficulty levels, I found myself reloading saves often when ambushes did not go as planned, as enemies would quickly overwhelm my small party. Additionally, resources for buying upgrades and new equipment is finite, so players will be forced to prioritize their purchase, even if they do all the optional side areas. The skill system is a bit limited, as each character can only equip one minor mutation, major mutation, and passive mutation at a time. Especially when playing at higher difficulty levels, players will often have to change skills every couple of fights to rotate cooldowns and optimize the party for the specific encounter. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden is a bit of a short game, so the talent trees are also a little limited. I am unsure if the system is specifically constrained because of the original Mutant tabletop rules, or if this was a decision specifically for Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden. The controls are usable, but there are some issues for specific users. Mouse and keyboard controls are generally excellent if you're willing to use the default layout. The rebinding of keys is limited, as many keys are locked. For example, the R key is not listed as being used, but it is not possible to rebind it to a movement key. The controller layout is decent, though only the combat menu is optimized for a controller. Characters and main menus have joysticks emulating a mouse instead of jumping from menu entry to menu entry. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden offers a great post-apocalyptic art style. The armor and equipment look like they've been pieced together with scavenged items. Buildings look like they're on the verge of being reclaimed by nature. On the technical side, the game looks excellent, save for a slight issue with severe texture popping when initially loading into the level. The audio experience in Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden is good. The music is an excellent accompaniment to the game. The sound effects are decent, though a few footstep effects sound wrong as they are way too loud to be realistic. The voice acting is top-notch, though I wish there was 2 or 3 more combat lines for each character, as the current offerings is a bit repetitive. For all its issues, Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden is a solid first step in the rebirth of the Mutant franchise. The world and the story are fantastic. The combat is fulfilling, especially at later levels. The audio and visual presentation is very good. Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden is highly recommended for fans of XCOM who need something to fill the time until XCOM 3 is announced. I'm awarding Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden 7 capsules out of 10. If you want to read this review, be sure to check out the link in the description or in the video's card. I hope to see you soon. This is Jamie from Capsule Computers signing off. Hey YouTube, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to Capsule Computers for more awesome videos. If you're looking for more videos to watch, check out our review of Battlefield 5 here on the left. And if you're looking for another tactical RPG to play, check out our review of The Bard's Tale 4 Barrows Deep here on the right.